Yo, check it out, I gotta speak the truth about the hardest working small channel in the crypto booth. He's the crypto father, the one and only, putting in the
Welcome back to the Crypto Father channel. I am the Crypto Father. Today is the 26th of August. It's another Monday, so it's time for another crypto market rundown. Let's have a quick look at the news and see what's going on. Some arrests, some pumps, and of course the look at the market. That's what we're going to start with. CoinGecko is market cap is showing at $2.3 trillion, 2% down on the 24-hour, but it is a green chart. $64 billion inflow, which is not a lot. Actually, comparatively, these things tend to be a lot higher when it's time to sell, when the sell pressure is on. But the good news is that Bitcoin broke above the $61,000 and it's hovering about $64,000, and it's 3% up on the 20 or 0.3% up on the 24-hour chart, 7.5% on the weekly. Ethereum is up on the weekly, down on the daily. BNB is in green. Solana is above $140 again. Toncoin struggling. Toncoin dropped significantly. 13% lost on the daily, 2.8% lost on the daily, daily, 13% on the weekly. And if you're not following the news, then you'll find out soon why that is. Cardano at 38 cents, Litecoin at $64, not too shabby. And Meowcoin is seeing a nice pump of 6.3%, very nice. Quick look at the Bitcoin chart on the daily after the massive dump down to $48,000. Bitcoin kind of struggled, and then there was a massive pump. We had a bit of a jitter jatter here below the 200 EMA line, and then it broke above it, and right now it's once again skirming along the top line of the Bollinger Bands, and it's well above the $59 resistance line. On the weekly, it's just breaking above the midpoint of the Bollinger Band, so it's making its way up there, and it's certainly making its way back up to the top part of the descending channel, so we could potentially see it bounce back down. So we're not 100% in the clear just yet. There's still a chance of Bitcoin actually making a move back and retracing back towards the bottom of the channel, back to $54,000 and quite possibly to $52,000. So we're still not entirely safe here. It could still occur that Bitcoin will follow down. Long-term dormant account from 2011 Bitcoin wallets reawaken, moving 4.7 million in Bitcoin. Now, it's not a massive amount per se, but it's important to know that these accounts are waking up that have been sleeping for the past 13 years almost. On August 25th, a block height 858324, two wallets created on February 8, 2011 were activated for the first time in over a decade. All of the transferred Bitcoin from these wallets was subsequently consolidated into a BEC32 or native segregated witness wallet known as BC1Q7. This sudden activity is particularly significant as it marks the only Bitcoin movement from 2011 observed this month, highlighting the rare nature of such transactions amid the broader trend of dormant Bitcoin reawakening. While the reactivation of old Bitcoin wallets is a relatively common occurrence, recent transfers have predominantly been from addresses created between 2013 and 2017. 2011 is a very, very old wallet. Bitcoin transactions from 2009, 2010, 2011 are less frequent than those from later years, obviously, because these are so long ago. These are basically from the very early years of Bitcoin. The fact that these wallets are awakening could mean anything. Maybe somebody hacked them, maybe somebody figured out a way how to break into the wallets. Maybe these were dormant wallets, lost wallets, or it could possibly be that the people who were holding for so long finally decided to do something with that money, which means that they probably didn't need that money to begin with. One of those solutions. Anthony Scaramucci says Bitcoin not a store of value today, sees Wall Street selling machine amping up for Bitcoin. Anthony Scaramucci believes that Bitcoin will become a store of value eventually, but not just yet. I don't see Bitcoin as a store of value today. I still see it as an early adopting technology. He also points out that things like schemes and scams basically take away from the legitimacy of blockchain technology as a financial tool. Obviously, that's pretty clear. The number of scams and scammers and rug pulls don't really add much to faith to the overall cryptocurrency ecosystem. Last week, Yahoo Finance reported that bad actors had hacked the Instagram account of McDonald's to promote the meme crypto asset Grimace coin and drained $700,000 from investors. And people apparently are so gullible to just jump onto the next best hype and throw their money away when things like brain drain are staring them right in the face and nobody cares because it doesn't have enough hype. There is not enough risk. I think people are too risk obsessed. And here's the reason why Toncon dumped to $5 from its high of $7 it was hovering at for a very long time. Telegram issues official statement on Pavel Durov detention. So Pavel Durov, the CEO of Telegram, was detained in France. The Telegram team said Telegram CEO Pavel Durov has nothing to hide and travels frequently in Europe. Apparently, the man has a dual citizenship between Dubai and France. And upon his arrival in Paris, he was detained. On what causes? Not sure. It remains unclear at this time what exactly Durov has been charged with, or if he's even been placed under arrest. Various reports have indicated that he may have been arrested on charges related to the supposed lack of moderation on the Telegram platform, but facts remain scarce in lieu of official confirmation from the French government or further explanation from Telegram. So it's quite likely that he has been detained based on presumption that the Telegram platform doesn't have enough oversight to deal with scammers and such. French authorities are scheduled to issue a statement on the detention of Telegram CEO Pavel Durov on Monday, August 26th, which is today. Unfortunately, Korea is a little bit ahead, so that statement probably hasn't come out just yet. He's been detained in Paris on August 24th, which is 2 days ago, so I guess Saturday. While initially reports indicate he'd been arrested on a litany of charges related to the Telegram messaging app's lack of moderation as of August 25th, there appears to be no official confirmation that Durov has been placed under arrest or charged with crimes. According to an article by Cryptopolitan, the charges, they're accusing Telegram of not doing its job in moderating content, which allegedly allowed criminal activities like terrorism, drug trafficking and fraud or to slip through the cracks. These are serious accusations that could bring Telegram and by extension Toncoin to its knees. The market's reaction was instant and brutal. Ton's price nosedived nearly 17% in just a few hours, dropping from 680 to 561. These are some serious charges, and what's going to happen will determine whether Toncoin and Telegram will survive, but Toncoin, the price for Toncoin, whether that will survive or not, is questionable. It may be a good time to pick up some more Toncoin right now because it's at a pretty low price compared to what it used to be, but there is always the risk of it not recovering and actually dunking even further as this arrest unfolds and more charges come forth. The market is walking on eggshells. If Pavel's legal mess drags on, Toncoin's price could tank even further. We're talking about hitting support levels around 525, 490, or God forbid even 350. It's what happens when bad news slams into a volatile market. People panic and the selling starts. It's a vicious cycle that can send prices spiraling down in no time. Despite the chaos, the Ton community is doing its best to keep things afloat. They're putting out statements left and right, insisting that the network is still running fine and that they're sticking to their principles of decentralization and free speech. And of course, it's going to run fine. Even with the CEO detained, the platform is going to function. I mean, there is a team of people working behind it, so that's not going to change. And if he were to be detained for much longer, I guess a replacement will come in quite possibly and take over, pick up some of the responsibilities that he left behind. And Ton should continue functioning as it is, unless there is a warning or unless there is something issued by the French government or some other government that requests stop of it. But even so, that would depend on who and where can prevent Toncoin from being accessible to the public. So Toncoin itself is not, Ton Telegram is not going to stop. However, the price of Ton could tank significantly based on this these events. Some good news for smaller X profiles. Apparently, Elon Musk said, we're working on highlighting more banger content from current small accounts. Our current algorithm shows too much from accounts that are big already. Good news. I guess I gotta shape up and start bringing out some more banger content. Maybe the X algorithm is going to help propel some of the smaller channels like the Crypto Father. Keep an eye out. Anthony Pampagliano, the Pump, is saying that the Fed is recession's kryptonite. The money printer is undefeatably against a market downturn. I guess he's of the mind that the Fed is going to turn on the money printer and we're going to see a $10 trillion inflow of cash into the market soon. Microsoft's strategy beats Nvidia with staggering gains. So Michael Saylor's strategy of buying up Bitcoin any chance he gets is paying off. Apparently he's doing a lot better than one of the leading computer chip producers, graphics cards producers, Nvidia. And while Bitcoin is great, MicroStrategy itself is just a company that decided to buy up Bitcoin. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure that, you know, this compares. We've got a company like Nvidia producing something, and a MicroStrategy is just buying up Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is great. MicroStrategy itself is just a guy who decided to buy Bitcoin. Now it's great to have Michael Saylor as the proponent of the, the coin and the ecosystem, but not sure that we should be glorifying MicroStrategy per se, or putting it on a pedestal next to Nvidia, a company that is definitely changing our lives and improving our lives in many ways. Bitcoin, yes. MicroStrategy, again, what I just said. Vitalik Buterin notes the crypto projects he approves and disapproves of. Let's have a quick look of what Vitalik Buterin thinks are a good investment or not. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin took to X on Sunday to share his thoughts about the types of decentralized applications that align with his vision for the crypto industry. In a long post, Buterin cited decentralized exchanges as an example of applications that are useful in a sustainable way, noting that he used them every week. The Ethereum co-founder further lauded Polymarket and decentralized stablecoins like Ray as great industry projects. Of course, he's going to toot the DEXs because DEXs were developed for the very purpose of supporting the Ethereum ecosystem. So of course he's going to be supporting those things. Rai is a decentralized stablecoin with a free floating price. Unlike most options pegged to a fiat currency, the stablecoin is solely backed by Ether collateral, and positive and negative interest rates influence its prevailing market price. So basically, Buterin is promoting stuff that have to do with Ethereum, and he's pushing those, the agenda of Ethereum. So that's nothing new. He is the spokesperson, the face of Ethereum and the Ethereum ecosystem. So he clearly is promoting that. He's a business guy. Here's an interesting article on Cointelegraph, The Singularity, how AI could become the final boss whale of crypto. There is talk of AI on all levels. GPU is dead, and somebody made the comment saying that GPU miners will shift to AI instead. And there were articles around that as well, claiming that now, since the ASIC mining companies, or the ASIC miners, powerhouses that were left in the dust now that Bitcoin has halved and they are making half as much in profits, the suggestion was that they would use their power to convert into AI, or transfer that power to help with AI development. So not necessarily mining using AI per se, but rather the power that these mining farms produce could be used to help aid the development of AI technology. When it comes to AI mining, we're still looking at people using things like GPU or mining rig rentals online, which leads to the same problem essentially. Those mining rigs, wherever they are, I mean, unless they're located in areas of the world that have excessively, stupidly cheap electricity prices, rental of these GPUs or these mining rigs may still be profitable. So that would be a clear use case of AI helping miners. But so the mining would be done actually in other locations, and people would just be renting out the equipment with the use of AI through online rentals. So that would be a very different scenario. However, how AI could become the final boss whale of crypto. Ray Kurzweil says the singularity is coming sooner than expected. Kurzweil has slightly different definition of the singularity than the general scientific community has. Outside of his view, the singularity is, as mentioned above, merely an inflection point, and an AI model becomes better at reasoning than humans. According to Kurzweil, will reach this point somewhere around 2029, when artificial general intelligence is finally invented. AGI, by this definition, would be any machine capable of performing any task that an average human could, given the proper resources. But according to Kurzweil, the singularity will occur in the 2040s when humans and AI merge to become a super being. The futurist says this will lead to drastically longer lifespans, an end to disease, and an ultimate human utopia. Now this will be interesting. 2040, 16 years from now, I'll be around 66. Doable? Still doable. Final boss whale. Technologically speaking, however, there is nothing stopping a super intelligent 24-hour-a-day trader capable of executing millions of transactions simultaneously across every accessible digital asset and blockchain in existence from dominating the entire cryptocurrency market. While humans are distracted with things like sleeping and using the toilet, a super intelligent AI could be flooding the crypto, NFT, Web3, and online gambling worlds with millions of bots running coordinated math-based earning schemes. That would be complete chaos. Anybody who is first to get to this point will reap the spoils, because if this were ever to pass and there were a plethora of these bots just running amok in the market, I have no idea. I mean, this would influence the market itself if you have crypto traders. I mean, right now the market is influenced by human emotions, and we see sales and buys, panic sales and and FOMOs based on the news that are coming out. Now, if we had intelligent robots running the market, this would entirely change. It would be less human emotions dependent and a lot more dependent on logical reasoning, which would probably change the trajectory of the overall market, and we could see a massive shift in how the markets behave in general. So that would be a very interesting thing to see. A final last warning. Bitcoin analyst warns of a Bart Simpson pattern and Bitcoin price correction. So the Bart Simpson chart pattern is basically this, where we have a massive pump, then a jagged line across, kind of resembling Bart's hair, and then quite possibly at the end another dump. That would be a Bart Simpson pattern. Hopefully that's not going to happen. Right now we are in this position where we had this pump right here. Now we have this jagged line representing Bart's hair, and then we could see dump. So this would be a Bart Simpson pattern. Hopefully that's not going to happen, but there is that possibility. And like I said earlier, the fact that Bitcoin is right now reaching the upper level of the Bollinger Bands, we could see it retrace further down. Now, if it does get to this point, it would have to hold the $52,000 resistance. If it breaks below that, then we could see it go down even further to 40,000, 39,000, quite possibly. Maybe not that low, maybe around here somewhere, 42,000, 43,000. But so this would be the limit. I guess that's what they're talking about. For now, let's enjoy the fact that Bitcoin is at 64,000 again, and the markets are green because it's been red for too long. That's it for this video. Make sure to smash up the like, subscribe to the channel, drop me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Check out my other videos, of course. Check out the latest video on Meowcoin and GPU mining, and let me know what you think about that as well. And I will see you in the next video tomorrow on Tuesday. Peace.